Back at it again with Rich Dad Poor Dad, Chapter 2, Why Teach Financial Literacy. Okay, so this chapter was about how important it is to learn how money moves, what vehicles you could use to earn money, to make money, to get passive money, learn everything about money in and out. You have to know everything and anything about money if you plan to manage a big portfolio of money, right? Whether these be assets, whether this be cash, whether this be businesses, you have to understand money. So Robert said as he was growing up, every time he would ask, how does he get rich? How does he get rich? His rich dad drilled into him that you have to learn about money. You have to be a master of money. You have to get those 10,000 plus hours in on how money works, how it moves, and how it goes, and all that good stuff. So then he tells us about this story about this young couple that, were dating and they were living separately, and they decided that they should move in together because they could they could have more, resources if they put their money together, because two people living together with two incomes would have more money than two people living separately. So bam, this is typical, right? This is a typical American situation where two individuals shack up together in order to save money, quote unquote. However, they move in together and they realize they have this extra money. So then they buy extra stuff, right? They go get extra this and extra that and this knick-knack and that knick-knack. And now they're going on vacations and things like that. And then, just life continues to happen, but they're just living life paying bills, right? Because they do not understand money. They have not mastered money. So they're basically in the rat race, not even knowing that they're a rat racing, right? So they feel like they're doing fine because they have extra income. So anyway, they both get a raise. And once they get this raise, they're like, oh, now we really have extra money, right? So then at that point, they decide that they're ready to buy a house. So they go buy this big, large and in charge house because they're ready to start their family. So they go do that, buy this big, large and in charge house. And now instead of having extra money, all of their money is going towards their household bills just to maintain that house, right? And guess what? Now they have a baby. So, and you already know it just continues. Now their money is even more wrapped up. They get a raise, but then they buy more stuff. And this is just a typical rat race story. Whereas if they understood how money works, how it operates, the ins and outs, how to put different monies, how to plant seeds. He talks about planting seeds. Put your money, have your money go out and work for you. Wealthy people have their money work for them. Whereas poor people go out and work for their money. So they'll never be able to be ahead, right? Because they always have to exchange their time for money. So Robert talks about how his rich dad said that it's really important to plant seeds that are going to produce babies. So if you put money together and money mates and money multiplies and money will make more money. So that's what Robert is drilling home right here, that you need to constantly be making sure that your money is working for you, making sure that your money is multiplying and not just you showing into a job. A picture just came in my head of if you have one stream of income, just picture it as being a table. If you have one table with one leg, imagine if that income stopped, that table collapse. However, if you have a table with four legs, it's kind of like what the couple did. They brought their incomes together. So they brought two legs to the table, which made it better than one leg. But imagine having four legs on a table, right? You'll really be more stable in regards to having multiple streams of income, right? So that's what Robert talks about. He talks about how it's really important to plant seeds that are going to produce money babies. And then he talks about how people get comfortable with just working a job and just, exchanging their time for money, and people get complacent. And that's one of the reasons why we were sent to school for all those years is so that we could be a good, humbled employee that's comfortable with following demands for a couple of dollars, right? So it's not bad to have a job. It's just, what are you doing with your money? How does your cash flow look like? So then he talks about how when he was a kid, Robert's rich dad, accounting is a boring subject. Like I took some accounting classes and it's just like, go to sleep, boring, like just, right? So he said, in order for his rich dad to teach the young boys accounting, he did it by using simple pictures and diagrams that did not include numbers. He included numbers once they got older and once they mastered the diagrams. So I'll be sure to share a few of those diagrams here on the screen. Take a look at them. And then other than that, that's the summary of financial literacy. That's chapter 2 in Rich Dad, Poor Dad. We're going to go ahead and get on to chapter 3. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to the end of this little chapter. If you like the verbatim version, that one will be out as well. So go ahead and check that one out in chapter 2. Leave down in the comments below which one you like better. Do you like for me to just freestyle it like this style, or do you prefer the verbatim? I'm just curious which ones people like best. And also share with me some thoughts on what you learned in this chapter. This is really a dynamite book. If you do not have it, it is one of those classics you do want to have in your library. Other than that, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye for now.